Hey y'all, welcome to the Farming Pastor's Wife. You can see our farm equipment outside there. I didn't realize we had pulled the gator up so it could say hello to you guys. But today we're having a good old country meal, and I'm doing most of it in the crock pot, or the entree in the crock pot. We're just doing stew beef. Now, I do mine a little different, so stay tuned. You don't want to miss how I do. I do it simple, simple, simple. So stay tuned. We're making stew beef. Okay, so first let me say, if you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so happy that you're here, and if you're a returning faithful follower, I say thank you so much, and I'm glad that you're here. So let's get started. Oh, don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the bell notification. I'd really appreciate it. So a lot of people, and I've done this before, put the thickener in their stew beef. They put carrots, potatoes, and they just make it like a bowl meal of stew beef. We do ours kind of like we would do a roast in the crock pot. I do my roast very simple as well. My daughter does the Mississippi pot roast, and she loves that, and I love it. It's delicious. But when I do it, I keep it pretty much bare basics, very simple. So let's get started, why don't we? Okay, I've got 2 packs. I'm not sure how much they weigh because this is from our own cows. So I'm not sure what they weigh, but you can definitely find beautiful stew beef at just about any grocery store. There's a few stores I don't buy it at, but I didn't order much stew beef when we had our cattle butchered. So I will definitely run out of this and have to go buy more, but we're using our home today. And I'm just going to dump it right in my crock pot. I'll turn you guys around in just a second. Let me get this in the crock pot. Bryant could probably tell you how much this weighed. Now, I'm putting it in here with all of its juices. Oh, you know what? I bet that not for sale tag came off in there. Let me check. Did it? Yes, it did. Glad I checked. All right, let me wash my hands. I'll be right back. Okay, so next I have just a small onion that it doesn't matter how you slice it up, just big chunks. It's just for flavor. So we are just gonna chop this small onion, not chop, just slice, any random way. I'm gonna bring it over here. The next thing, I don't usually put this in there. What did I do with it? I bet I threw it away. Hold on, let me get a garlic head. Okay, so I don't normally have fresh garlic, but I had a bulb of fresh garlic, so I pulled off 2. And let me show you the best way to get them out is you just take it, smash it, and the peel comes right off. Right off like that. Cut the little tip off. I don't normally have fresh garlic. I keep minced garlic here pretty much most of the time. And just because it's convenient. Not because I'm opposed to fresh garlic. It's just convenient for me. But I think Isaac bought some fresh garlic the other day. And so I took a couple of his. Okay, so now to this, we're going to add some salt and pepper. You can add any kind of seasoning you want, but you definitely want to salt it well. Okay. gracious. Gracious. And we're going to pepper it good. Now, if you had some celery seed, that would be great in here. Of course, my good old go-to ranch dressing would be delicious. Some steak and chop would be wonderful. Right now, I'm grabbing some water. You don't need to add much. I'm going to add about a cup, and I'm going to pour it around the sides. Let me tell you this is all I'm doing to this stew beef. That's it. Let me give you some other things you can add if you like just a little bit more seasoning added. You could add the pepperoni peppers like you would a Mississippi pot roast. You can add this just like you would a Mississippi pot roast. Lipton onion soup mix is delicious in this. Ranch dressing, of course, my little go-to. Celery seed, Weber's steak and chop, Montreal seasoning. Any of these seasonings would be delicious. We just happen to keep our stew beef very, very, very basic. It's just the way we like it. So when it comes to the seasonings, that's when you get to be you. You get to add what you like in there. There's some things I spice way up. And then there's things like stew beef that I want to keep very simple. I want to keep it very streamlined to the stew beef. I want the stew beef to be the star, not necessarily the seasoning mix. So onion, salt and pepper is really all you need. I'm just happening to add 2 cloves of garlic because I have them here. So you can add and do what you want to. Neither is wrong or neither is right. I mean, it is based on, it's right for you, how you like it. So, just take that. If I do something different than you, it doesn't mean you're wrong and I'm right, or I'm wrong and you're right. It's just the way we do things, the way we like to taste. Now, if you wanted to make this into a thicker, if you want to thicken the juices, if you want to make it a hearty bowl-like meal, add your carrots, add your potatoes. Later on, get some of the juice out, mix some cornstarch in it, pour that back in and let it thicken up. Of course, you'd put the onions in too. There's this brown gravy mix that they sell. You could add to it to thicken it up. So it just depends on how you like your stew beef. We just like the meat to be the star and have enough juice, thin gravy, au jus, to put on our mashed potatoes or whatever. So this is all we're doing today. I'm going to put it in a crock pot. I'm going to turn it on high for about 30 minutes to an hour just to get it going, but you don't have to do that. If you're going to work, throw it in the pot here, turn it on low, and leave it and forget it for 6 to 8 hours. So I'm going to turn mine on high just for about 30 minutes probably, and then I'll turn it to low because the Judabug and Levi are coming today. And so I'm not sure what we'll do for sides with this, but we'll figure it out. Okay, y'all, there is our stew beef. It is so delicious. Now, if you buy it in the grocery store, you know, there's some pieces of mine are tougher than others, and then some are just more tender than others, and that's just part of, you know, having your own cow butchered. But let's give it a taste test. Okay, y'all, it's going to be a little while before it's time for supper for us, but I wanted to go ahead and get this video out for you, so I'm going to do a quick taste test and show you. Look at that. So yummy. This cow was a little fatty, but it's so good. Now this, it would be so good on a pile of mashed potatoes. Yum. So tender. Oh my goodness. Caroline, come here. You can take a bite. I wasn't going to share. Levi's wanting some. There's a little bit of fat on that one. Mmm. Hang on, buddy. Oh, she ate it all gone. She looks so thin. What you think? Oh, good. It was good. Really good. So this is how we eat stew beef. Now we'll pile it up on some mashed potatoes in just a little bit. But I wanted to get this video out to you. She's drinking the juice. Anyway, I'm gonna, baby. Mommy get you some. Here, go see Mommy. She gets you some. Come here. Anyway, I'm going to show you a clip about something we've got coming up in a couple weeks. That if you want to go along with me and do it with me, you can. I wanted to give you the information. The information for the Greenstalk will be down in the description below. But I videoed a little clip just briefly Sunday. So, just in case you haven't got yours yet, or you're interested, or you just want to follow along so you'll know what's coming up. You don't have to purchase anything if you just want to follow along this year and see how it turns out. So I'm going to show you that clip, and then I'll come back and tell you bye. Good morning, y'all. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. It is Sunday morning, and we are getting ready to head out to church. But I wanted to tell you something real quick. And if you haven't gotten yours yet, in this week, I'm hoping to get some soil to set up my Greenstalk. And we're going to do collard greens or some type of greens in it. As you know, the remodel got everything delayed, so I didn't get to use that or put that together. So we're going to do it now. So you've got time, if you want to do this along with me, to get yours. Well, I don't know if it'll come in by the time I start, but it'll be shortly behind mine. In fact, this week I'm going to see if my son will go pick me up some soil for it. We have a mulch yard or whatever, and they sell soil for potting and stuff. And so I don't know if we're going to go get that or if I'm just going to go get the bag stuff. Either way, it's going to work out great. It just depends on if the trailer's available. We have it going in 100 different places. So if the trailer's not available, we'll just run by Lowe's or a garden store and pick up some bag potting soil. So we're going to do this together. We're going to watch our collard greens grow. I know this is probably tacky, but I'll probably leave it on the stoop of my front porch. Not up here under the cover, but maybe right down here where it can get water. And, I mean, because this is kind of self-watering. You water it just once in a while, and it waters you water it from the top, and it waters all the tiers below. It's really cool. Cool. So I'm excited to use my Greenstalk. So if you're interested in getting one, please check down in the description below the link to get one if you want to do this along with me. I know several of you have them and love them. So we're going to do this together if you want to. But yeah, and you can plant whatever fall crop you want to plant. I'm going to plant greens just because my family adores greens. We love greens. Turnip greens, collard greens. Collard greens are probably our favorite. Somebody sent me creasy greens. They heard me mention creasy greens, so they sent me some creasy green seeds. I've packed everything up, so I hope I can find those creasy green seeds. So yeah, we're going to work on the Greenstalk. Okay, y'all, so in just a couple of weeks, we're going to be, maybe not even a couple of weeks, maybe next week, we're going to get started on planting my greens in the Greenstalk. So, all right, thank you guys for watching The Farm and Pastor's Wife. Tonight we're having stew beef. I'm going to do another video for you in just a little bit showing you how I fry okra. So it'll be out sometime this week. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you later. Remember, if the grease is hot enough, you can fry anything. Bye, y'all.